So we met our sprint goal and completed all user stories in the sprint backlog, as can be seen here. We delivered business value in the form of a more stable, less buggy, just generally cleaner product, which was essentially our sprint 1 goal, and will be shown in the following demonstrations. So for user story 1, task 36, we changed the X button functionality to default to close instead of hide, but this can always be changed in preferences, of course. Since some people may have liked it defaulting to hide, for task 41, we also added an easy method to change to that functionality from the exit confirmation dialog. So you'll see it now hides it, but it's still running, and you can reopen it from the system tray.
For user story number 2, we wanted to improve ease of use when it comes to minimizing the application. By default, the preferences will set the action on minimize to go into the taskbar. So if you hit it, it will not actually end up on the taskbar. But then if you go into the preferences and switch it over to hide, it will be sent down into the system tray. And this works as long as the system has a tray. This should improve just overall, like I said, ease of use, make people who are familiar with the regular minimize action more capable of using this application right out of the box.
Worked on user story number 3, language. The purpose of this user story was to improve the user experience by keeping the language consistent throughout the application. The most difficult task within this user story was finding all instances of non-English dialogue. These 3 buttons on the agenda page are all examples where the text, as well as the text from the resultant windows, need to be changed to English. Stickers below these buttons all have a priority, which is set when you create a sticker. However, after creating a sticker, if you were to open this sticker in a new window, the priority at the top of the page was showing in Spanish, and has now been changed to English. These are a couple of examples of changes that were made for user story number 3.
Story number 5, task 38. We noticed that there was a lot of buttons on the app that did not have a good description of what happens when you click them. So we wanted to go through and add tooltips. So if you hover your mouse over certain buttons, it gives you a description like this. Go down to events, manage and view your events, tasks, manage and view all of your tasks. How about notes? Create and edit notes. We also added some to like the calendar view. Right now it is collapsed. If you go hover your mouse over this button over here, it'll tell you it expands the calendar view. You pop down here also, collapse the calendar view. A couple more we did was with the project view. If we hover our mouse over it, it tells us that it collapses and that it actually expands. If you come back, oh, I have to go over. There we go. Now the user can understand what is going to happen when they click on certain buttons.
User story 26. As a developer, I would like to report a bug button to route bug reports to the active email account so that the existing team can see bug reports. When a user finds a bug, he or she can quickly report it by going to Help menu and clicking on Report a Bug. First, enter an email address, then the description of the bug. Once done, click Send to send the bug report. The development team will then receive the bug report in the email inbox. From the business perspective, this feature will allow the developers to quickly identify and turn around bugs, thus increasing the software quality.